The long-awaited portfolio reveal. You've been asking for this. So hi everyone, welcome to the channel. If you are new, please do subscribe, hit the bell button and like. Not that I'm begging or anything, but I've been asked this a few times. What do I hold? Why do I hold them? We're going to reveal what I've been buying in 2020 and throughout the past year as well, 2019. So this is everything that I own. Everything. Absolutely everything. There's some coins that I cover quite a bit. I don't actually own any. There's coins that I've obviously spoke about and did like little when to invest. I don't actually own them at all. They're just mainly there as requests from people. But this is predominantly my reasons why I own X amount. I'm not going to obviously reveal how much I've got. Ultimately, I'm not a whale. I wish I was. But investing for me, it's a long-term game. It's what you put in now and over the next few years in terms of what you get at the other side. Too many people buy coins at highs and then go, oh, it's losing, bear market, and give up. You know, there's always ways to make money in this market. So let's talk about it. But I want to go back in time first and mention when I first bought into cryptocurrency. If you go on CoinMarketCap, go to historical snapshots, just to give you a bit of fruit and bareness of everything in the world of crypto. I bought in this month here, October 2016. So I've not been in the industry a long time, long enough to understand everything that's going on, obviously be able to publish and help people. I had previous history in stocks and penny stocks. I no longer do that. I'm looking to get back into that. Kind of a bit of a wishy-washy investment. So I understood the game, the psychological game of buying certain things, good research, chart analysis of basic levels, certain movements, certain terms. So I wasn't at all alien to it. But I bought roughly mid-October, was my first ever purchase, and I didn't buy much. I did not buy a lot back in those days. Most of my investments came in these months and these months. That was it. Simple as that. Most of them. I bought Ethereum very, very low. I bought the likes of Bitcoin very, very low. And I bought my first real, what I call a real altcoin, what wasn't on like a normal platform, on Poloniex. I actually bought, I can't even remember what it was now. I think it's gone, it's died. I've forgotten what it's called. It's gone out of my head. Like Peer coin or some shit coins like that. Really shit coins. And then my actual main big purchase back in the day in, I think it was April 2017, was Ant shares before it went to Neo. And that's where it started for me, back a long time ago. So in terms of this week, October the 16th, roughly, it was about the 18th or something, my purchase was around $700. It wasn't quite this good. It was around $700. And that was the market back then. I bought Ethereum at $14. I didn't buy XRP. I wish I did. And yeah, I'm trying to think of that other coin. Let me just work it out. Let me just try and figure it out because it was a shit coin. I'm pretty sure it's Peer coin. I'm pretty sure it's Peer coin, you know. Pretty sure. But that being said, I had Ant shares. I've made a lot of money. And yeah, the market has totally changed. So let's go on to my well-equipped coin. So obviously, no introductions. Bitcoin. For obvious reasons. If you're not holding Bitcoin, I kind of question certain motives, right? Whether you're in the game or not, and you don't actually own any Bitcoin, I just don't get it. It's there as a portfolio stabilizer. I have about 70% Bitcoin, right? Most of it Bitcoin, the rest of it is altcoins. Predominantly though, for me to grow Bitcoin, I look at altcoins. That's as simple as that. That's the way I do it. I buy low in the BTC pair, I sell high in Bitcoin to get Bitcoin. Simple as that. So yeah, most of my holdings are in Bitcoin. And that's all I need to say about it. I'm not that sort of person though to go, oh, the S2, the stock to flow ratio, whatever you call it, is the be all and end all. Currently it's working, but when we get to 298k, I'll start saying, okay, this is cool, but I don't think it's going to happen, personal opinion. But let's talk about other projects first. So the second project, this is one that I don't own enough of. I used to own a lot of Ethereum. When I first started in crypto, I was predominantly an altcoin buyer. I made a ton of money off the altcoins. I made loads off Ethereum, I made loads of like a lot of the ICOs, a lot of crap projects. Bought them, sold them, rinsed them, whatever, put them into Bitcoin, put them into Ethereum. And over 2018, I actually left my job. I had cashed out a lot of cryptocurrency to enable me to do that. And I basically started from scratch, and I literally was selling Ethereum hand over fist because I had quite a lot of Ethereum at the time, considering I bought it like $14. I sold a bit quite early and I bought back in and obviously went to the freaking moon. But ultimately for me, like, I use a lot of my Ethereum to kind of get me out of the full-time working space, to set myself up, set my company up, set me obviously what you're viewing today. So I was stable, I was comfortable. That allowed my free time to focus on certain things and not focus on other things that were kind of less important in terms of long term, and then focus on the now. But Ethereum, I still rate it. I don't own as much as I would like, but I'm going to build that up. So that's my next little challenge, is to build up my Ethereum portfolio through low investments, through trading, through all kinds of basic investment savvy moves and stuff like that. So that's an obvious one. Don't really need to explain why I'm holding this one. You should really know, in all fairness. But the next one is a controversial one. I own XIP. I do. I've been holding this for a while. My average buy-in is about 32 cents. I've just looked before this video. So I'm nearly at break even, boys and girls. Woohoo! I obviously missed the first run. I've never really been that interested in it, but I understand why people hate it. I understand why people like it. And I'm just the person that's here for the money. As simple as that. That's all I'm going to say. I feel, personal opinion, not financial advice, that this will blow up somewhere. It may well catch you off guard. It may well wreck you. It may well break you. But for me, this is no risk attached investment. Now, I want to talk about that as well first before I go on. All my altcoin investments are no risk attached. What does that mean? It means it's been bought by profit. I first bought Bitcoin, I first bought Ethereum, and obviously Ant shares, as I mentioned at the start of the video. I put profit into all of these projects. Everything that you're seeing from now on is profit. It's nothing to do with me, right? Simple as that. It is literally previous investments, profit. So what I do, the psychological sort of warfare in your head, is you're going to perform better if you are using money that is not at risk. If you go to your bank, you withdraw a lot of cash, you put it into something for that thrill to win, you're going to be panicky. If you're investing at the lows, if you're investing with capital that has not came from your own pocket and it came from other investments, the likelihood is you are going to see it at a better light, you're going to hold it for longer, you're going to be much more careful with when you buy into it as well. It makes sense. Whereas with money, FOMO, cash, off we go, fuck usually happens. So just be careful with that. But all the altcoins that I've got, it's all risk free. If they all go shit and bust, doesn't matter. But ultimately, as long as you're buying low, as long as you're using capital you can afford to lose, or if it is free capital in terms of from other investments, use it. Trust me. But yeah, no introduction. There's a lot of things going on with this. Whether it's good or bad, I don't know. But I'll be the first to admit, if this explodes up to like 50, 60, 70, 80 cents, right, I'll probably sell it. I'm not going to lie, I'll probably sell it. That's kind of my relationship with coins as it stands. I have no emotion to them. They are just there to make me money. If this gives me an extra 2 or 3 Bitcoin, I'll take it. I'll take it. Simple as that. And I'm waiting for my comments to blow up on that comment. But that's just the way I am. I don't know. This is probably my the one that I rate the most as it stands right now. I think this has got the most minerals to push Ethereum to the next level. Push them harder to make them go harder to make the industry ecosystem extra better. They're obviously chalk and cheese. They're different. But competition's good. Cardano for me, it's a good solid project. I think you can buy this low and make a ton of money. I'll be careful in terms of like when to buy this, in terms of like obviously the size of the supply. all kinds of stuff with developments coming out. It's still a long journey, it's a long road. So don't just FOMO into it because someone in your comments says, oh, buy Cardano because then it goes to $300. Don't listen to people like that. Just look at your own psyche and psychological warfare in your head and think, is this low enough? Have I got the risk appetite? Am I going to buy it? If you tick all those boxes, yeah, go for it. But yeah, Cardano, I talk about it an awful lot. You're probably going to guess the next coin as well. I'll talk about this one as well. Basically, you'll see what I kind of invest in pretty much throughout this kind of YouTube channel. But a lot of people do ask. But yeah, Cardano is like ticked on my list. And it has been for quite a while. Crypto.com. Obvious, really, isn't it? This is a crypto chain, the Crow token. Why? Because I hold this for the staking. I hold this for the rewards of the card, which is now recently just swapped over. So I've now got no MCO. I just got this. So there you go. That's just all it is for the Crypto.com card. Link below, by the way, Crypto Mobster referral. I rate it a lot. I rate the service a lot. A lot of people don't really like it because of X, Y, and Z, but I don't really give a shit. It's my opinion. Anyways, next one is obvious. VChain. VChain, I've been talking about this a lot. I've took a profit and I'm still out of my position on a partial bag of this, not the full bag, obviously. A small sliver, about 7% actually it is worked out as. I recently worked it out. If I rebuy back in, it goes up to 10%, which is quite nice. So I'm 30% up technically on a trade. I rate this in terms of its use case, its product. It's actually got a product. For instance, it's got real life partnerships in terms of, not partnerships in crypto, real term partnerships, centralized partnerships in terms of the likes of Walmart, the likes of Volvo, the likes of all kinds of like random cars, auto bits and bobs, everything, right? In terms of logistics, you know, Renault, BMW, the lot, it's got, you know, freaking loads of stuff. So real life applications to kind of counteract the world of obviously fraud, supply management, food, all kinds of stuff. So that's why I rate it. The reason being is it's the most likely opportunity we've got as it stands in terms of having something there to counteract the fraud markets. And I've rated it for a while. I invested in this in 2017, making a chunk of money on it. Came back to it. Yeah, happy days. I did the same with Cardano, by the way. I bought Cardano at like 7 cents back in 2017. Yeah, I sold at 70 cents. I wish I held a little bit longer, but you learn from those mistakes. But next one on my list is Kyber Network. Now, I've recently just bought this, not at the greatest level, I'll be honest. I'm going to dollar cost average into this. This is my most recent purchase. Now, why have I bought into Kyber Network, you ask? It is the liquidity pool and liquidity provider for the Ethereum ecosystem. If Ethereum does well, this will do well. Not financial advice, but it's just there as an option. It was a toss-up between this and obviously the other sort of sidechain enhancement for Ethereum is obviously Matic as well, which is totally different to this. This is obviously DeFi, but Matic is an option. If you rate a coin and you've got sidechains in a way to enable an improvement of a previous token or one of the leading tokens, essentially, Ethereum, it makes sense. So yeah, seamless token swaps anywhere. This is the liquidity provider for the Ethereum network, essentially. Yes, I like it a lot, and it is pretty cool. Obviously, it's got a ton of services, ton of reserves, and yeah, it's all ERC20. Does incredibly well. You can obviously get your voting rewards back into Ethereum. Definitely worth it, in my opinion. Not financial advice, but if you rate Ethereum, you know you should be looking at Kyber Network as a potential option, as it's going to help their protocol long term. The next one, and second last, by the way, is Silica. Silica, the reason why I rate Silica is because of Ethereum as well, weirdly. Ethereum has scalability problems, it's quite slow, it's sluggish, all kinds of stuff. Silica is fast. It's very, very fast. It has some decent patches, working on a lot of other projects. It's a risky bag, but as I said before, it is a bag that is not at risk on my part. If this makes money, happy days. If it doesn't, well, who cares? You know, it's one of those things. So Silica is my more of a risky bag. If Ethereum has issues, if people obviously take notice of the platform that Silica have built to enable a very, very fast and very, very quick sort of process power of transactions, so high throughput, boom, off it goes. And obviously this is built for likes of enterprises and big businesses. They've already got a few businesses on there, obviously unstoppable domains, a few little games and stuff. So they're definitely building. It's very, very early days in terms of Silica and its life cycle. So it's definitely risky, and that is why I like it. And the last one, and the worst one, Tether. I've got a little bit of Tether laying around. There we go, simple as that. Tether for me is just a little stopgap. I've got a little bit there, waiting for some lows in some altcoins to accumulate on those projects I've just walked you through. So there you go. That is essentially my portfolio. Very, very simple. I don't own that many coins. A lot of people are like, you know, scout honor badges, like, oh, I need to buy that. For me, quantity over, you know, quality breaks you as an investor. You've got to have quantity of quality assets, not quantity of several assets. Simple as that. That's where you break yourself, because you'll start seeing your altcoins go down in Satoshi values. That's not good. So make money by buying low, buying good projects that are essentially there in certain ways, whether you feel that they're going to go up because of potential suppression, manipulation, the likes of XRP and the way it's built, or solid tech over a long period of time, the likes of real life partnerships, the likes of Cardano, obviously VChain, Kyber Network, stuff like that is going to enhance the world and the ecosystem of cryptocurrency. So there you go. Enjoy. Hope you like that one.